Welcome to Road Trip Adventure 8. In this episode I take my car across to the ferry and go to Belgium and Leicester off in the capital, Brussels. So here I'm in Brussels. Let's first do a revisit of one of my favourite lifts here, which is a nice speedy 4 metres a second lift. This is an old Otis that's been modernised by Otis. And when we take a look on top of the lift, we can see it's still got old logic as it's still got precision tape. Let's surf it. Well, I've had an accident with the crane. Or have they? Actually, it's probably art. Yeah, it's a piece of art. That's weird. How have they done that? How have they structurally done that? They've done that well because they've hidden the structural support they've added to do it. Does it wobble? It doesn't even wobble. They put effort into making that. So look, you can't even see the structure they've used to support that. Inside it must be a big frame on the inside holding it up. And now we go into a posh hotel. And that service lift looks really nice. Sadly though, I wasn't able to work out how to ride this one, which is really annoying. Also, there's too many annoying staff about. And main lifts, oh fuck's sake, shitty Otis Gen 2, the new version, the crap version. Let's skip this lift and go on to the next one. Oh no, look how horrible that is. I hate the modern ones, they're so cheap. Look how that's even wobbling. It's brand new as well. Let's go into a very posh shop. This shop's got a really nice atrium in the middle, it's a nice big department store, and along to the lifts, which are some nice cone lifts. Oh nice. Oh very nice. 37. Right, no, that one. And now we go along to this interesting brutalist looking tower block. The lifts in here have been replaced with these rather odd looking swing door lifts. These are quite bizarre looking. These doors are so weird. Huh? What the fuck? On the inside you can see sadly they are Otis, which is a bit annoying, but these are still quite interesting. You've got Vicious Chassis, Gar, which is garage, S-Bell, which is whatever the fuck that is, 23.
Another thing you know is look at the space, it's not either.
This is a crappy lift. Actually no, Gar's Garden. So Vicious Chassis, Garden, S-Bell, whatever that is, and we're up to 23. And it's slow. 23 floors. How can I get a how can they do it to 23 floors? And then it shows you the shortened versions there, because they can't fit in more 2 characters on that screen. I guess that's useful. Originally built in 1958. and got fucked up in, I don't know, 2018 I'm guessing. You wouldn't want to live on 23rd floor of this piece of shit. It's so slow. Oh, but leveling's good. That's weird for one of this. That's the service lift there. I bet it's a service lift. Oh, this is one of the weirdest looking tower blocks I've been in. And this tower, I'm going to rename it to Vigilante Twat Tower, because we got a lift at the top floor, residents came straight out of their flats to see what we were doing up there, and they then kicked us out the tower, so I didn't even get the surface lift. Now we go to a train station lift. This has to be one of the stupid names for a lift. Co-op Man. Oh, actually it's a Rona. Under yet another brand. Oh, this is so bad. Why do they run them so slow? It's a station. It's meant to get passengers up and down quick.
Ticket hall.
And the leveling's bad.
And now let's go into a nice hotel which has got some nice Schindler D-series lifts with Myconic logic. These have got full intelligent levelling and are really nice. And now to the swimming pool. Sadly I forgot the waterproof case on my GoPro camera, so I didn't get any swimming pool footage, but this is still a very nice pool. Bit small though.
Swimming pool time. Bit of a small pool, but good enough.
And let's go to Posh Twat Land.
So a very tatty looking bag, €645. It'd be nuts to buy that. So for a watch, which looks like any other watch, can't even see any diamonds on that. 1,490 to 2,890 euros. Remember, dot means comma in Europe and comma means dot, so it's not 1.4, that is 1,490. Seeing chocolate left, just left on this work surface like that, makes it look unhygienic. That's old person's gloves. That's not even good for URBEX. Those are like tatty gloves. That was 89 euros. That's 98 euros. 189. Those look worn and used and knackered. Look at the material. If that is what a glove looks like once you've done loads of URBEX and it's now time to throw away the glove. That's new and they're selling it for 170.
And now we go along to these external shaftless lifts in Brussels.
Schindler. Don't have motor room in there. Weird. MRL, but they sounded it with all that to waterproof it. So this motor room bit on this sort of semi-MRL lift, it's not quite an MRL, it's glass. Didn't expect that.
So then, let's now take a look at my attempts to walk down the railway tracks. Turns out the railways here are quite secure and have a lot of sensors in their tunnels, which was very annoying. So then, let's now try running down the train tunnel, but sadly there's too many alarms and sensors for me to get much footage down there. So Brussels is not really such a good place to go trespassing.
I got these big beam sensors. So that's how I do it. Beam sensors. Let's trigger it, see what happens. Triggered. Triggered. Quick trigger. Yeah, lights went on when I did that. Fuck. It looks good though. If I can get a couple of pictures and leave. There's a sensor. Oh, and there's a camera there. All the lights have lit up. See, there's no entry signs. Get out. There's no entry signs lit up.
Annoyingly, there's also loads of cameras and sensors on the metro as well.
Right, you've got a camera there, camera there, camera there, and camera up there. That shows I can see me there, really close to the train.
That's how you block it.
Oh yes, that's very close up. Oh, so that camera there is definitely checked for trespassers, so is that one. There's a camera there as well.
Yeah.
One of those will be pointing up the tunnel, look, there's too many of them.
Yeah, the one there pointing towards the tunnel, facing that way.
Oh, this is fucked, this is.
This tram tunnel on the outskirts of Brussels, which by the way is not part of the metro tram, this is a regular tram tunnel, was the only tunnel on the metro tram or main line in the whole of Brussels that didn't have a sensor or camera, which is ridiculous. My railway trespass attempts here did not go very well compared with Paris. While this tunnel I could walk up the tunnel, sadly it's nowhere to hide from the drivers and it doesn't really lead anywhere interesting. So then I now leave Brussels and I go along to Charleroi and let's go into the first shopping centre. This shopping centre looks very nice and this lift in the middle here looks like a really good lift except, oh, it's just a 3300. Why couldn't they have put in a 5500 which would be a far better spec lift for a busy shopping centre?
This is crap.
Fucking hell, it shakes. That's how shit this lift is.
See.
Étage 0.
So you just open the doors as it waits. That's crap.
Let's take a look around this shopping centre. And along to an eco-disc lift.
Fucking hell.
Thanks, long time.
Yeah.
And now we go into a student's tower. In this tower, sadly, the lifts are in the process of being replaced, and both lifts were not working. Normally they replace one lift before starting on the second one, so you still get a working lift. One is almost finished being replaced and the other one is just starting being replaced. Before the replacement, these were some 1970s lifts that were modernised for cone TMS. We walk up the stairs and take a look at a view out of the window.
They are working here on the lifts.
Let's now go along to the main train station here. Let's take a look at some trains.
The loco's in the middle. For one section, a loco, and another section. I've never seen a train like that before. That is so strange.
The lifts in this train station were pretty dodgy.
He's got a smashed window, yay!
Inside. Yeah.
Someone's kicked it.
It's inside, it's cracked.
And now we go along to the next shopping centre. This shopping centre is quite nice, not as posh as the first one. And it's got some cone eco-disc lifts. And now we go along to a grotty car park.
That's it. Knackered.
That weird ceiling.
Oh, he's eating it. So that counts in letters, and that counts in numbers. Yeah, that's very efficient. What's this? Is this Charleroi best URBEX? That's actually quite vintage, but it's been absolutely ruined. I wouldn't say it because I'm out of glass, but...
And talking about grotty places, the city of Charleroi has an interesting metro tram system. Although this system seems very run down and grotty, it's quite a spooky metro tram system. And I actually quite like the character to this. It's got a real sort of grim, spooky atmosphere to it. Let's now trespass on the metro tram tracks. At one of the stations there's a weird reversing loop which looks like it was intended as a place for trams to terminate and go round in a big circle, except they're now using it as part of one of the routes, making the route quite weird. Let's run down the tracks between the trams. And now we go to the next shopping centre. This is one of those out of town shopping centres, which is a bit like a shopping centre extension to a main supermarket. Sadly, there's no lifts here. So then, on this road trip, each night we were camping. That's because, as far as I'm concerned, a road trip's not a proper road trip if you stay in hotels. Also, the price of hotels in Belgium was already expensive, but it has since skyrocketed and we just can't afford hotels. But if we're camping each night, how do we charge our staff? Well, this is how.
So, what is on top of the eco-disc today?
This sounds dodgy.
What's this? No, no. It's a camera charger. What is that doing on top of the lift, I wonder? It was just left there overnight.
So then, we now leave this city and go along towards the next city, which is Liège. And on the way to Liège, we stop at a NATO base.
Welcome to Liège NATO base. That's certainly something you don't get to hear every day. And this is going to be good. I've got no idea what it says. First it says NATO property, keep out. But fuck out, we're going to go out of exit. That's weird, that's a farmer's field. That's inside the boundary of the NATO property. So I'm a bit confused, why is a farmer's field there? That's NATO are growing stuff. And here is a radar pod. Well, I never realised that these radar things, radar can actually get through that. You never think that's radar, you think it's just some sort of greenhouse or something. Keep away. Substation. Fucking hell. It's not in oil. The transformer's just sitting there. But it's not in oil, that's so weird. Not open, is it? Wow. In England, you'd never get something left open like that. Look at that equipment for that. That's cooling. Oh, you got some big juicy equipment for this. Up we go. And here we got... Okay, nothing in this level. We need to go up to the next level. This is a weird thing. I've never been in something like this before. Oh, that's big. This piece of equipment here, which is, I don't have a clue what it is. Big heat sinks on it. Contacts. Relay logic. So then everyone, welcome to the NATO base. So weird because you see these things every now and then, these pod things. Also has something to do with irrigation or water or something. Now what has a radar inside it? It must be made of material that lets the radar get through without blocking it. Oh, that's the emergency exit there. It's ladder the whole way down. Thompson, Houston. That's the axis. What's echoing there? That's pivoting axis. There's your radar. You've got some big equipment to power this. Motor generator? Old stuff.
Imagine back in the day how loud that would have been.
Oh, this would have been very loud. Our most interesting module has been taken out. It's got the basic modules. There, you've already had people smash out. Sadly, it's not completely pristine. Oh, that's fucked.
And now let's go along to Liège Central Station. At this station, there is a circular Schindler lift.
Ouverture des portes.
Let's test out the alarm systems in the train tunnel in Liège.
Interesting sensor. So they've got a megaphone there. So you run down tunnel, tells you off. There's a sensor though. I'd see a megaphone. Ah, there you go. Interesting. Oh, there it goes, tells you off. Oh, I'm so naughty, I'm ignoring it.
Attention, you are entering a restricted area.
That's too good, that's too good.
Leave immediately.
Oh, I must leave, oh. So, Belgium's failed to complete the Charleroi tram because they're still a bit not yet finished and started being built in 1970. They've already started working on another tram. Let's hope this one will actually complete and will just not be another one of these things that never gets finished. They've got a pole. I'll show you wire coming off that at the bottom. Look how wobbly the earth is. Wobbly earth. Is that even earthed properly? I was barely in the ground. I barely think that's got a good earth connection on that.
And now we go to a building that we've named Dodgy Darrow. A very dilapidated building in a very bad state. Let's just have a very quick look at this building to take a look at what lift it's got.
Wow, this is really bad. It's Darrow Central. Someone smashed that.
This here is an abandoned escalator going down to the abandoned shopping centre below the building.
Escalators there. There's your lift. It's disgusting in here.
Why does it smell rotten?
We now climb up into a residential part of the building.
Oh my, the smell! That looks like someone's still living here. Shit. People are still living in this. The poo smells fresh. Oh, we're on the roof already.
And let's go out onto the rooftop. And let's go into the lift motor room.
Ah, motor. Oh, still intact. Not copper stripped. Oh, there's your lift motor. It's efficient. That's still quite intact. There's not much to that logic. Very simple. There's your motor. If people are living in here and shitting in corners, you literally smell it. It's disgusting. Got asbestos everywhere. The lift is there. There's even a lift in that shaft. The lift's somewhere in the shaft, I see it's still suspended. 2 floors down. In the flats we have, this one's a little bit more intact. Or maybe not. Let's go. I can literally smell people on this floor. Let's go. Oh, where's the lift? Let's check the lift quickly and get out, fuck out of it. Oh, it stinks in here.
At this point I took a look at the interior of the lift car. And it was just at this point that we bumped into the homeless people and we left quickly.
Yeah, let's get out, fuck out of here. This one's a bit I feel unsafe in here.
And now we go along to Liège Bus Graveyard. This is a collection of abandoned buses in an underground tunnel. These buses are very old and they've just been left here.
Look how close those are parked. Crazy close. Steering wheel there. This one's got more like coach seats. Wow, it's just dump old buses down here.
Yeah.
Good for restoration. Why does it smell of sewage down here? There's a lot of buses here. Oh my, there's an open sewer there. Yeah, that's disgusting. No wonder it stinks. Yeah.
Is it?
It's a disgusting one. It's literally open sewer. That is the oldest looking one here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can tell by those seats that is an old bus. Sadly this one's in very bad condition. This one size, oh look at those seats, those are rough looking seats.
And now we go to Liège Airport and along to an underground hospital bunker.
Oh, there's actually beds in here. The bunker has still got stuff in it. This one's got a mattress, that looks filthy. And there's a stretcher? Yeah, there's a stretcher. And here we have bits of telephone exchange. And this. Right.
It's quite big. What sort of things going on?
More beds in this room. In this room there is bench or something, I don't know what it is. Yes, bench. Yeah, on the walls, all that stuff I've put on.
Look, all the beds are still got the original mattresses. They're original. Cold War. That's an unopened one, never used.
Let's go down this way. Where's this way go? Oh, there's a little room. This is a slope shaft to the next, the emergency escape.
Is it?
Yeah, emergency escape. Yeah, the rubble were filled in.
So then, I leave Liège and I now go along to the next city, which is Antwerp. Antwerp is quite an odd city. Let's go and explore it.
So, a demolition of the building. They wanted to keep a little bit, just that bit of the whole building has been demolished. That little tiny bit they wanted to keep, and they've put a structure on it to keep it. That's strange. They're probably going to incorporate that into like a modern building and have that one little tiny bit of old on it. How does that stay up like that? That's weird.
And along I go to the main train station, which looks like something out of Soviet Russia.
Soviet station. So weird. That's actually an indicator showing you where the lift is. Going for this side, then does it change there? Why do you need an indicator over here of all places? Here it goes up to -1. Why is the indicator here? Like, why here would you need to see what floor the lift's on? It's so weird. And the lift has got glass floors. Shame it's missing glass, otherwise you get to see all the way down. Inside it's not so good.
Sounds like URBEX.
Four levels of train? Surely not. This station, I thought I had 3, but it's 4 levels of trains, one above the other. Slow levelling. That's the Eurostar platform. Well, now that is a train tunnel to run down. Oh, look at that. Oh, camera on the signal. Spying on me.
Hidden.
Oh, this is like, you're not meant to trespass on, but you just have to because it looks so good. Look at that. That is a nice looking tunnel.
And annoyingly, on this trip, I didn't get as much active train tunnel URBEX as I'd like to have done, compared to Paris where I did so much railway URBEX. But over here, there's just too many cameras and sensors. So then, now I go along to the Metro Tram system. This is a very interesting system. It has both cut and cover tunnels, and it also has some bore dug tunnels. The system's also quite run down, a bit like Charleroi. It's quite a bizarre system. And there is a lot of abandoned stations here. I mean a lot of abandoned stations. Take a look at this section on the tram whizzing through this tunnel, and here's an abandoned station. And a bit further down, there's another abandoned station. In total, there's 7 abandoned stations here.
I bet it's the other one.
Very bright in this bit.
So let's run down the train tracks and go and explore one of these abandoned stations.
Where?
And it was at this point we got seen on CCTV, and all of the lights in the Metro tram tunnel switched off for a moment. And considering that the lights never go off in these tunnels, they're always on, they switched them off just to let us know they had seen us. Oh dear. Although I do wonder what the tram driver thought. You didn't just driving along casually and suddenly all the lights would have gone out. That's a bit not good. So then, let's now have a second attempt at doing some active railway URBEX. And now we go along to an underground reversing loop on the Antwerp Metro tram. This reversing loop is semi-disused. Let's go and walk down the tracks and take a look at it. So then, after this, I went and did an activity which YouTube's a bit intermittent on whether they allow or not. So I'm going to put a videos of this certain activity somewhere else. But here's a little clip and you can hear how happy I am with my achievement.
Oh, celebratory ego disc after a fucking long tram surf. I surfed the entire route. But sadly, I can't upload it to my main channel because YouTube is likely to randomly delete it. So I have to upload that somewhere else. But tram surfing the entire fucking route felt really good. Although my hands are so sore. I felt I was going to fall off at the end of that. Let's have a look at this car park. This has replaced the previous parking lot. They built this new car park here. Which looks like that. So far to influence. Oh.
And now let's take a look at a freight train. Now we go to a Mercedes-Benz car dealership, and up on the roof there is a large illuminated Mercedes sign. This sign is very large for the size of the building, so let's climb up onto the rooftop and take a closer look at this sign. And by the way, just to be clear, I'm not promoting Mercedes as they're overpriced crap. Other brands of car are available. The only good thing about Mercedes is these oversized illuminated signs, so let's have a closer look at it. So then, we now leave Antwerp and go on to the next city, which is Ghent. And the city of Ghent is a bit sort of clean and touristy looking really. I prefer the more industrial cities of Charleroi and Antwerp.
Volgende halte, onafhankelijk Boltenstraat.
Around the city of Ghent and along I go to a car park which has got an Otis Gen 2 lift. Let's surf it.
De deuren gaan sluiten.
What did you say?
Tortoise, rabbit or hare, monkey, goat, panda and deer.
60 verdieping. De deuren gaan open.
Okay, there's no protection on that. That's good. It's risky, it's glass. Cabinet there is not much. What's this rubbish? Glass.
Going down.
Slow, plate on it. Side chassis. There's a car there. What's the levelling going to be like? Bad, probably. Yeah, and it'd be bad. Very bad. You got here some points. Then if we zoom in on these points, to go left you have to go right, and to go right you have to go left. What a weird junction.
So then, it's now time to get the boat back to England. Here I am on the boat. This is a very strange boat. It's got 3 vehicle decks, but it doesn't have enough passenger space upstairs to accommodate all of the people that would be on the boat for all of the vehicles it can fit. This is because this boat was built as a lorry boat only, meaning it wasn't expecting to have many passengers on it. And as you're not allowed to stay with your vehicle when the boat's at sea, you have to go upstairs, the upstairs felt very full of people. Despite that, the boat was less than half full. If this boat was full, there wouldn't be enough room upstairs for everyone to be up there. It'd be so crowded. It's a very inappropriate choice of boat to be used when there's not enough capacity on it.
And it's full upstairs. It was literally full upstairs. And this boat is nowhere near capacity. If this boat was full, it'd be so crowded up there. I don't understand why it's so little seating space. You know, actually I'm thinking that now. It was originally lorry only, then they changed it to lorry and car, and they haven't got capacity for everyone. This boat could not accommodate all the people if this was full.
That first one was bigger than this.
Yeah, this is tiny. But the car deck's still quite big. It's just this seating area is tiny for a boat of this size. This boat's got that seating area there, And after that, it's got this very small sinking area up here.
Also, this boat has a severe water problem. It made me feel quite worried it might sink.
It better not sink, my car's on here. I don't know, it's so weird. I've never known a boat to be flooded. Look at that flooding. What? I'm getting worried now. This boat's fucked. Well, it doesn't. My car's alright on this, it doesn't inspire confidence. It doesn't inspire confidence. Look at this boat, why is it so flooded? It's really not inspiring confidence.
Look how deep that is down there.
Fucking hell, this ship's sinking. What the fuck? That's going to exceed my shoes.
The lift on this boat is a Schindler Myconic. I was not expecting that. On a boat, a Schindler Myconic full intelligent levelling lift. I've never seen one of these on a boat, and it is really good.
There's a freight driver in. Okay, that's weird. They're not freight drivers, fuck it, I don't care. Tiny boat by comparison, that. Lifeboat! Weird this is. Underneath the, step over the thing because I'm a good person that obeys the rules. Look at that steaming away into Dover. It's not enough room. If this boat was full, it's not enough room. I find that.